Hi lovely people, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am going to do a tutorial. Yes, it's been a minute. I've not done a tutorial for quite some time, but I decided, hey, those people who want to learn crochet and knitting, I got you covered, guys. So today I'm going to do a tutorial of the rectangular lace. That's what I call it. I call it. I love this. I've used it to do, I think, several things that I've made before, and I'll be sure to put them up so that you are able to know. So for this, since it's a lace and you want it to look light, you want it light and comfortable and flowy, you want to use a little bit thin yarn. So I'm using the Winter King yarn. It's the medium yarn. It's not too thin and also not chunky, so it's a medium one. This is the yarn I use to make garments, dresses, shears, skirts and all those. Not too thin, not too thick. Yeah, so that is what I'm using today, and I'm going to use a 3.5 mm hook. So you can use 3.5 mm, 3 mm, 2.5 to do this kind of thing. I usually prefer, I prefer 3.5. It's a little bit big and not too small, not too big, so it's comfortable for me with this size of yarn. So we are going to start immediately. Oh, and by the way, Winter King goes for 50 bob, 55 shillings. There are places where it's sold at 60 bob, there are places where it's sold at 50 bob, but when you buy it as a pack has 10 pieces, you buy it, it goes for 500 bob at retail. But when you go for wholesale, it will go for, I think, 430, 450 maximum. So guys, yeah, watch previous videos. I've talked about shops that I buy yarn, and this type of yarn is available in all those shops. So let's get right into the tutorial. So always take the middle yarn. I usually take the end that's in the middle. Yeah, there's this end that is outside, but I usually like to work with the yarn that's inside. So just find the end, it's somewhere in here. Let me just do this so quickly so that we can start. I feel like it goes seamlessly when you use the middle one, the middle yarn. Like, go in there into the yarn ball and find your middle end. It gets out comfortably, and when you're maybe knitting and you're en route, it also helps. When you use the outside one, the ball of yarn keeps on jumping left, right and center. But if you are maybe putting your yarn inside the bag and you're knitting, you want it to be comfortable. So when it's coming from the middle, it is just comfortable. Comes out very nice and neat. So first and foremost, if you don't know the basics of crochet, head on to my previous videos. The first video I did was on how to make a chain, and that's basically what we always start with. That's what we're going to start with in this video. So first and foremost, you're going to make a loop, and I showed you how to make a loop in those videos. Basically, you just hold your yarn like this, and then you take the the end that you're not going to work on, and then you turn it around like this, and then you put it across. Yeah, after putting it across, you're going to take the middle. You have something like this, so you're going to take the middle and pull. So you need to have a loop like this, so you have the end and you have the yarn that you're working on. So you're going to take your hook and insert it inside the loop, and hold the yarn that is connected to the rest of the ball. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain. We always work with 10, but since you're working on a what is it called, on a lace, I want you to see the lace outcome very well and clearly. So we are going to chain 20 and we're going to work with that. So this is what we call chaining. That was my first ever video to do on YouTube. It was about how to make a chain, how to crochet a chain. So head back to the video. I'm going to make a lot of referrals because I want you to go and watch the videos and subscribe if you're not subscribed. So we're going to chain 20. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. Yeah, so we are at 20. The first thing that we're going to do, we're going to chain 2 extra. Chaining 2 extra, it's for the height, giving you the height. So you have several options. You can start the base immediately. You can start the lace immediately at the base, but you can do one row of double crochet or single crochet first, then start the lace afterwards. So it depends on what you are making, and you want your edge to be as clear as possible. Yeah, so we are going to start with a row of double crochet, then we are going to work on the lace from there. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is chain 2 extra to give me the height, then I'm going to yarn over, then insert my hook on the 3rd chain, yarn over again, pull through, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I'm going to do double crochets on all the stitches, then we're going to come back and start the next row, which will be the beginning of the lace. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, Okay, so we are at the end of the row. So what you're going to do, as usual, you're going to chain 2 again, and to give us the height. But now this time you will chain 2, 1 2, and then you're going to turn your work around like that. Yeah, so since we are going to do a lace of a rectangular lace, we are going to chain 2 more, yeah, to give us the height of, no, not the height, the base of the lace. Should I say the roof? I like looking at everything in terms of construction. So if you've seen columns before, so the first chain 2 is like acting like the columns, and then the next chain 2 is acting like the beam. Yeah, then you'll do another column, which will be in form of a double crochet. So what I'm going to do is chain 2 more, and then you're going to double crochet, skip 2, you're going to skip this one, the first double crochet and the second one, and then you're going to insert your hook on the third one. So what you're going to do is chain yarn over, then jump those two, then make a double crochet. So as you can see, there's a hole in between here. Yeah, so you're going to chain 2 again, and then you're going to jump this one and then insert your hook on the next one. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over. So as you can see, there is a tendency, there are 2 holes here. So this is what I was talking about. The column, you have the beam, another column, a beam, another column, a beam. So they are creating rectangular, or rather these ones are rectangular because the beam and the column are not the same are not the same height. So you can see there are holes here. So that's what you want to repeat all the way to the end. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, set your hook, 1, 2, set your hook, 1, 2, set your hook, 1, 2, insert 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 your hook, and then you have the last one here, which doesn't have you have the last double crochet, then there's a chain. Remember, we chained 2 in the first row before we started. So what you're going to do in this one, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to insert your hook on the space between the last double crochet and the chain. Yeah, that's what you're going to do. So we have something like this. Yeah. Then what you want to do is repeat the same all through the next row. So what you're going to do is chain 2, yeah, turn, chain 2 again, then you're going to double crochet, chain 2, double crochet exactly on top of the double crochet that's on the previous row, so that you can create sort of like a line of rectangles and rows and columns that are identical. So when we reach the last part, remember we chained 2 and chained 2 again. So when you reach here, you're going to insert your hook on the number 3 chain. So you've chained 2 here, so you're going to count 1, 2, then the third one you insert your hook there and double crochet, so that you have an edge looking like this. Yeah, so this is what you have, and this is the lace we are talking about. So when you continue with the same process, you're going to have a lace like pattern that is rectangular and that is square in shape. So guys, that was the tutorial for today. If you can try this and share pictures with me on Instagram and show me how it's going and all. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope you have learned something new. So thank you so much for joining me. See you next time in another video. Bye bye, toodles. God bless you.